What is your most precious resource as a leader? Well, it's not your money, and I'd argue it's not even your time. Your most precious resource as a leader is your energy, your focus, and your attention. Now, I'll explain why I think that is and why it's so important in just a second, but first let me start by sharing what the spark is for the day, and it's this. If you want to conserve that most precious resource and use it on the most important things, you do it by making decisions once. Now, is our energy so important? Well, for two reasons. One is that in a course of a day, you've got way more things that come your way than you can possibly respond to. In your smartphone alone, 1,000 different stimulus are coming to you every day. You've got to prioritize some of those things. And the second reason is that you only have a finite amount of energy you can use in the course of a day. Not only in a given moment can you only focus on one thing really well, but you actually burn fuel over the course of the day. If you're making a lot of decisions and you're focusing on lots of things, you run out of that energy. And so you've got to use that energy well and use it on the most important things. And one of the best ways you can do that is by making decisions once. Now, I'll give you two examples of how this works out in practice. Let's say that you decide to be more organized and focused, and so you make a priority list for the day, which is great. You list out your top 5 things, and you go about checking them off one by one. And every time you finish one, you come back and decide which one to work on next. Or another example, let's say you decide to eat healthier as we approach the new year. And so every time you go to your fridge 10 times a day, you think, okay, what would the healthy choice be? And you choose between a piece of fruit and a cookie. Now, both of these situations are actually really good. I mean, you're trying to prioritize and be organized. You're trying to eat healthier. Those are both great. But in both of those situations, you're using way more decision-making energy than you have to because you're forcing yourself to make decisions more than once. So what's the alternative? Well, when you decide that you're going to prioritize and you list out everything for the day, instead of coming back and having to prioritize again and again and again, which burns up an incredible amount of energy and an incredible amount of calories in your brain, when you make that first list, prioritize then what the order is, and then do them in that order. Don't make that decision more than once. Similarly, when you decide you want to eat healthy, rather than coming back and deciding every time to eat healthy, use one burst of willpower, purge your house of unhealthy food, and only buy healthy food when you go to the grocery store. When you do that, you've made that decision already, and now you've freed up that energy to use on more important problems. When you make decisions once, you save your energy, your focus, and attention for the most important things, which lets you really make forward progress towards your goals. I hope this idea is helpful for you today. If it is, share it with your friends, and go out and use your energy for the most important things today.